Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. Now in today's video, it's just going to be a really quick one, but I want to show you what you can get from Eris once you hit rank 3. Now I appreciate you can probably see this when you actually sort of just scan through the stuff she's got, but I want to actually show you the application of some of the items, specifically the item you're going to use to upgrade your Husk of the Pit into the Eidolon Ally. So if we jump over to Eris, you will see that on the left hand side, you have your Crota Bane rank, and I have just hit rank 3. Rank 4 is the top rank right now. Whether they increase that in the future and give her more stuff is another kind of question that remains to be seen, but for the time being there are 4 ranks in total, so I've kind of got a little way to go to probably take another, say, 3-4 days to kind of get through. But for the time being, when you get to rank 3, you unlock the following. First up, you will unlock this, which is the Blade of Crota emblem. I don't actually have enough space for it, and to be honest, I'm not actually massively keen on it. I do like the kind of sword icon, but I don't like how it's too small, so I haven't really bought that at the moment. But you can see right there what it looks like. You've got this sort of purple kind of design in the background. Then if you scan over here, you have the Midday armor shader, which I'm not actually wearing right now, but if I jump back, you can see right now I'm wearing her first shader. But if I jump into my character customization screen, you'll see that this is the pre-dawn one. Looks really, really cool. I like all the kind of colours, and I sort of prefer this to the second one. But this is the midday one, which, if I go like here, it is sort of like green and the beige colours. I like the green. I'm just not a massive fan of the beige, but I think once I have the full raid set, the raid chest, I think it looks a lot better, and the raid legs. But with this sort of Vanguard gear in the middle, it doesn't look quite as good. But either way, this is the midday one, so there isn't actually, you know, I find these shaders a little bit weird. Their colours in this sort of like icon don't actually really kind of depict what they look like, because I don't actually see any red on this apart from a tiny bit on the cape at the back. And same kind of goes for this one here, you know, given that it's largely, you know, green and red, it doesn't really look like that. But either way, that's neither here nor there. So that is the shader you get. In fact, let me equip that and just sort of go out here so you can see, like, in the sort of natural light. That's what it looks like. As I say, it does look quite cool. I find a lot of these shaders look a little bit better on the Titans because their armor seems to be sort of like designed to, you know, look really cool with them. But either way, moving on, these class items you've obviously still got access to from rank 2, and this one you don't get till rank 4, so there's nothing down in this row as of yet for hitting rank 3, but the one down here, this is the line we want to talk about, these first 4 items. These ones here right at the end I'll talk about in a second, but for the time being, these are the first 4 items. So, Rune Core is the one that I mentioned before. It's used for upgrading Murmur from a rare version into a legendary version. You can indeed find a rare version of Murmur. I haven't actually seen one just yet, because obviously Eris will give you one. She'll give you the legendary version of Murmur when you complete the certain quest, but this is what Rune Core is normally used for. But I want to talk about the Embalming Orb. So, if I buy this, I haven't actually done it yet. I've been sort of sitting there waiting, so I'm going to show you guys right now. You buy this for 10 black wax idols, and if I purchase this, you'll then see that what I've then gone and done is my Husk of the Pit, which I got the other day, I've fully upgraded it, or at least to the point where it can be upgraded. You'll see the Cannibalism perk is now fully maxed out, and it just requires 1 Embalming Orb. Now if you do want to find out how to get this gun, or you want to find out the best ways to upgrade it, then head over to the channel and check out the video on how to get the Husk of the Pit. I will also leave a link to that in the description box down below, but for the time being, let's upgrade this now. So we hit that, and boom, Eidolon Ally. So if I now open this up, that common looking auto rifle that wasn't very powerful has now turned into a legendary auto rifle with base 272 attack, but obviously if I go back here you can see the potential for that will be 324, so that is actually pretty good damage. At the moment it still deals kinetic damage. Once this goes to the Necrochasm, which is the exotic version, it will deal arc damage, but for the time being it's still kinetic. But going through the tree, so you've got the usual kind of things like accurate ballistics, CQB ballistics, and aggressive ballistics. Then you have Cascade. Melee kills increase the reload speed of this weapon for a short time. Then obviously you have your damage upgrades. Then you have single point sling, flared magwell, and fitted stock. I mean, you know what those ones are, but the ones you really want to look at are the rangefinder. This is the kind of key perk that is unique to this gun, and it says aiming this weapon increases its effective range. Now, there's nothing too fancy about that one, but again, the interesting thing about this one is right down here at the end, which is the Burgeoning Hunger. I've mentioned this before, but this is the key perk that will allow you to upgrade this legendary auto rifle into an exotic auto rifle, which is the Necrochasm. So again, for this one, it says, what power drives this appetite that grows after each meal? In order to upgrade this, you need a Crux of Crota, which is only dropped by Crota in the hard version of Crota's End, which is not currently available. So right now, the best you can get is a maxed out Eidolon Ally up till the end, kind of like bubble here, and then beyond that, you will then need to wait until January, which is when the hard mode raid is coming out. But just like how the Vex Mytha class dropped from Atheon on hard, that will be the same thing for the Crux of Crota. There'll be a chance for him to drop it, and when he does, you can use it just like I did with the item just now, and it will then upgrade this into an exotic version. Now I plan to sort of, probably try and get a second Husk of the Pit so I can have a legendary version, Eidolon Ally, and then also have an exotic version, so that way if I've got my exotic slot taken up, I can still use this, because the rate of fire is really good, the impact is appalling, it's atrocious, it's horrendous, but it is still a fast rate of fire weapon. It's effectively the, the legendary version of this is effectively akin to that of the Atheon's Epilogue. So you can kind of sort of see it in that respect, but either way, that is what this is about. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go off and I'm going to level up this gun, and I'm going to catch up with you guys later on this week, and I'm going to put up a video actually reviewing this weapon and tell you sort of like how I, how I think it is, how, pros, cons, and all that kind of stuff like that. Just like I do with my usual sort of like legendary and exotic breakdown. So I'll give you a proper run through and show you the actual key perks in action. But for the time being, that is it for this video. So just a quick recap, if I jump out for a second, then if I go to speak to Eris again, so for hitting rank 3, you will get access to the Blade of Crota emblem, the Midday shader, and the ability to buy both Rune Core and Embalming Orbs. You can also buy Special Ammo Synthesis and Heavy Ammo Synthesis, each for 5, or sorry, no, not each. The Special is for 2 Black Wax Idols, and the Heavy Ammo is for 5 Black Wax Idols. The last 2 on this thing here, these are for rank 4, and they basically allow you to trade in your shards for energies and your energies for shards. So people often complained before when you were sort of like gathering Ascendant energy to try and rank up your older armor, that you would often get too much energy, or you would try and get too many shards, or one way or the other. So it's kind of nice to have a trading mechanic. So this way, if you go into the raid, for example, and you get nothing but energy all day long, and you're like, oh, this is no use to me, I'm trying to upgrade my armor, you then just go to Eris and you trade in all your energies for shards instead, and you can do it vice versa. So this way you'll never be left with copious amounts of shards or energies. You can always kind of like swap between them and sort of like make them useful or kind of like applicable to whatever situation you're in. And then obviously once you hit rank 4, you've obviously got the final shader, which I'll talk about later on, and all of the class items. So as and when I hit rank 4, which will be later on this week, I will do another update video and show you Eris rank 4, but for the time being, that is it for this video. So hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you found it helpful, and as always, if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, and show your support. It does really help me out, and obviously don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming videos. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've got Eidolon Ally yet, and if so, what do you think of it? Are you going to upgrade it to Necrochasm, or are you going to sort of like keep it as a legendary auto rifle because you don't want to sort of like give up that slot? Either way, let me know, and once again, thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out,